Hello YouTube, Fat Man in the Beard here. Doing a little different video today. Doing a best and worst of 2014 movies, television, and video games. I just thought I'd talk about just a few things on here, just things that just really bugged me in 2014. So let's get to my best movies, which is a short list because I haven't seen a lot of the good movies I should have seen, and I'll get to that. I only got 4 of my top 10, and that's really just because there's so many good films I haven't seen. Which the list of these are Gone Girl, Nightcrawler, Birdman, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Interstellar, Enemy, and Locke, and I feel like I need to see all those before I could complete the list, so I only had 4. Number 1 being Guardians of the Galaxy, enough said. X-Men Days of Future Past, it just felt like the franchise was back in form, and that was a solid movie. I was really happy with that. The one I love, wow, that movie was really well written. Just the acting was great. The whole movie just was really good, and I really enjoyed that film. The other one no one heard about, and no one I talked to has watched this, and that's Contracted, which was posed as a zombie film, but it isn't really a zombie film at all. But it's really good, very gory, and good gore. Not just gore for the sake of gore, but it's just really a great film. If you're a horror fan, this should be on your list right away for sure. But I can't, like I said, I can't complete the list until I've seen all these movies. And I think it felt like 2014, like all the good films came out like right at the end. Like it felt like October, November, December. There was just so many good movies. I just didn't have time to go see them. So yeah, that's my best of movies for 2014. So it's a little incomplete, but well, you know, what are you gonna do? Worst movies. Got this list completed. There was a lot of trash this year. Tammy, what a piece of crap. I like Melissa McCarthy, but that was a piece of crap. Transformers: Age of Extinction, Michael Bay. Okay. Sex Tape, Cameron Diaz. What a horrible actress. That movie was so stupid. Had potential to be great, but just wasn't. This one's going to get some controversy, I think. Under the Skin. What a piece of shit. Let me sum up the movie. It's about 10 minutes of total dialogue through the whole movie. 4-minute shot of naked Scarlett Johansson, which is nice. And then the rest is just art house crap. And believe me, I've taken film studies classes. I've watched Godard films. I mean, I've sat through them, and this one's just terrible. I don't know why anybody liked this. Some of the imagery was pretty cool. And the last 10 minutes was kind of interesting, and I liked the way they did it. But other than that, it's just pretty much crap. Divergent, total crap. Oculus, I wanted to like it, but it was horrible. Sin City: A Dame to Kill For, another one I really wanted to love this film, and it just dragged along. It didn't feel right. The acting wasn't up to par, I didn't think. There were some really cool scenes in it, but other than that, it's really not that great. Which sucks. I think too many years passed from the first one. I think that's the biggest problem. Another one that I really wanted to like was Machete Kills, and I really loved the first film. I loved it. But this one was just horrible. Just horrible. I almost turned it off at one point. Number 9 is Left Behind. I didn't even see it, and I know that's a piece of shit. And this one right here is going to get everybody. I know it is. And that's The Babadook. And I will get to that at the end of the video in depth with spoilers. That's what I'm going to do at the end, because I really want to talk about this film and why I really hated it. So yeah, those are my worst movies for 2014. Let's go to best television. Of course, number 1 for me is American Horror Story. If you're not watching it, I don't even know what to say. Get down. It's a great film. It really is. It's a really great film. Really, really great. Sorry, I just got off Graveyard. I'm really tired. Really great TV series. I really enjoy that one. The Walking Dead. I know everyone bags on it. Oh, yeah, it's Walking Dead. It's not been as good. It's still better than every other piece of shit television show. Have you watched New Girl? What a piece of shit. All right. The Walking Dead's still better than everything on television, for the most part. I don't know what people's problem is. Get over it. The Goldbergs. What? Just watch it. 80s comedy. It's just super funny. If you're not watching that show, I don't even know what to say. And another one, Trailer Park Boys, coming back. I'm a huge fan of Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, I've met all those guys. The three main guys and Randy and Leahy. I met them all at the live shows. I've been several times and met them all several times, and they're super cool guys. And there's no other show on TV like it. It's just so funny and it's so different and so Canadian. And yeah, it's just, if you're not watching Trailer Park Boys, that's another one. Just Netflix. There's all 8 seasons streaming, all the movies, everything's there. Just watch it and enjoy. Workaholics is another one. If you're not watching that one, I don't know what to say either. It's super funny. Those guys are super talented, and it's really, really funny and well written show on Comedy Central. Another Comedy Central one, Broad City. Those two girls are super funny. I really, and it's similar comedy, I think, to Workaholics. I just really enjoy that style of comedy. I think it just works really well. Game of Thrones. Everybody's watching that. But it's great. This last season was great. And these last 3, I think people are going to talk badly about because they don't really like them. I don't think in general most people like these shows anymore. But Family Guy. I think Family Guy is still funny. I don't care what anyone says. Every episode is still funny. It's just sorry. It's just a good show. I don't care. And same with South Park. It's always good. Those guys are always reinventing the show. I'm sorry, a lot of people talk crap about it, but I still think South Park's great. And the other one's Modern Family, which me and my girlfriend really enjoy. It's gone downhill a little bit, but I still think it's really funny. And we both enjoy that one. So yeah, that's my television. I didn't even do it worse because everything else that's not on this list, I just think, for the most part, is crap. I hate all reality TV, with the exception of just a few. Like, I watch Pawn Stars. I think that's kind of a fun show, and I definitely watch Comic Book Men, which this last season wasn't as great. It's definitely gone downhill as well. Kevin Smith, come on, get those guys together and let's try a little harder there, I think. All right, so yeah, let's move on to video games. Oh wait, before I go to video games, I just want to mention these shows that I found in 2014. They were very recent, so I didn't add them to the list, and that is Adventure Time, which I had tried to watch an episode, and I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever watched. And then I watched it inebriated, and I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like, where have I been? So yeah, I found Adventure Time, and I do like that. It's a really interesting show, and bright colors, and in the right parameters, it's actually very entertaining. The other one is the regular show, which is just a great cartoon. It doesn't feel like anything else out there as far as animated series. The animation is very different. It feels very like, at times, like stuff I would have seen in the late 70s or early 80s. Even some of the sky background looks like stuff that I saw in like The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, or any of those animated early Peanut stuff. And then at the other times the animation is really new, and it feels like maybe, I don't know, I want to say like Doug or one of those like cartoons, but it's just super funny and the writing is awesome. If you're a kid of the the 80s or the early 90s, you'll get the comedy in it. It's a funny show, and I really dig it. Another one is Mr. Pickles, which is on Adult Swim, and it's another one. If you ever watch Metal Alchemist, it's very similar to that style of comedy, and it's just a super, super funny show. It really, really is. So check that one out. Best video games. I only did top 5 just because I didn't play that many games this year. I didn't think there was that many games. And gaming in general for 2014 was not good. My first pick, and I still think it's the only really decent game for Xbox One, and that's Titanfall, which is just a phenomenal game. Yeah, if you haven't played that one, check it out, because that really is a really great game. Everything I wanted Call of Duty to not be, it is, and vice versa. You get it. So yeah. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, awesome game. That was a really great addition to the Assassin's Creed series. Diablo 3, man, me and my girlfriend have just been playing the hell out of that one. It's so fun. Shadows of Mordor, wow, that came out of nowhere too. Great game, really great. Similar gameplay to Assassin's Creed. It's a very good game. And Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare, I thought that was really just a fun, simple game. And it just a lot of enjoyment out of it, and very cheap game. I think you can pick it up for hardly anything now. Worst games. Assassin's Creed made this list too. Unity. Assassin's Creed Unity plagued with problems. Oh my gosh. Ubisoft, get your shit together. Really. I mean, what a fucking train wreck right there. Dead Rising 3. What a piece of shit. Just, yeah, enough said. And number 3 actually isn't even a game. The console itself, Xbox One. Wow. Just plagued with problems. We bought the Titanfall edition, paid big bucks for it, like $500, and just problems like getting into Netflix or Hulu, or not being able to turn it on, or just there was just so many problems. Just trying to get to your achievements to look at them is just a nightmare sometimes. Getting into parties, chat parties, is just riddled with problems. I mean, I've had it for a long time now. I still don't know how to get around on it very well. So yeah, Xbox One, you're not looking so good right now. Magic 2015, ugh, what happened? It's just a fucking wreck, you know? It's just, what the fuck? And then Thief, it seemed like it was going to be a really big hit, and another just piece of crap in general. So yeah, that's my list. My best and worst of 2014. You guys leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me to fuck off. I don't care. Just tell me whatever. But I want to know your opinion. So at this point, if you haven't seen The Babadook, shut this video off, because I'm going to go off. So here's my big problem. So the movie starts out, she wants him to pick out a book. Now, if you have a small child, wouldn't you know just about every book that's on the shelf? And apparently this mother just tells him to go pick out a book. It's like she acts like she's never seen this book, and it just comes out of nowhere. I was like, what is this? Like, and then once it starts haunting them, I'm just like, what is this movie supposed to be? Is it a monster film? Is it a haunting? Like, nothing made sense. Nothing added. Like, she's driving in the car down a suburban street, broad sunlight, and the kid has a fit in the background, and like she sees the Babadook, and like wrecks the car, and there's bugs in her lap, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? Like, there are rules in horror movies. I'm sorry, but there still are. You don't show the main villain in broad daylight. Like, it's just, what the hell? Not early on in the movie, at least. And then, at one point, it possesses her. At some points, it's posing as her ex, or not her ex, but her recently deceased husband. And you're like, what the hell is this thing? What does it want? What's going on? And then she spits up all this black stuff, or blood, or whatever, and it gets out of her. And you're just like, what is going on here? And then the biggest problem is it appears in the end, and she just basically says, she kind of pulls like one of these like labyrinth, you know, like, you have no power over me, you know, and it just falls over, and like you see like a cloak and a hat, and you're like, it's physical, like she can touch it, and then you see the thing kind of swoop down into the basement, and then at some point she goes down there with a bowl of worms that her kid's been digging up in the background and offers it to it. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, is it a monster? Is it a creature? Is it a supernatural? Why is it posing as her husband? Like, at some points and then it's possessing her, and then it's physically there like a creature. Like, what the? And it's just not that good of a film. Like, why is everybody praising this thing? Like, just there's so many problems with the film. Like, why would she not research this thing? Like, hello, it's fucking 2014. Fucking Google it. You know, like there was no background on it, nothing. Like, it's just, this is the Babadook, and we've got the book, and what the hell? And believe me, like I really loved. Oh, you know what? And that should have been on my list. If I was going to compare that to it, I should have had that on my best of. Tusk, because I just recently saw that too, which I loved. Super funny. You know, my horror movies don't always they can have huge plot holes. You know, and I love, and believe me, Tusk is filled with it, but. It's super funny, but it kept me engaged, and I loved it, and it was great, and just weird, and I loved it, even though it's riddled with problems, and I don't mind films like that, and I normally don't pick films apart, but The Babadook, why? And it got so much hype out of it. It was just like, what is going on with this? I just don't understand why anyone liked this film. So, I'm not going to rant anymore about it. Just tell me why you thought it was good. Tell me where I'm wrong. Let me know. I like constructive criticism. Let me know what's going on with that. But yeah, that's it, folks. I'm going to have another short video up too about doing a Funko swap. Got some pops I want to swap out for somebody. So that video will also be up. So, alright. Take care.